Hey guys, what's up? It's Kelly Scott here. I'm gonna let some of you guys go on live as I wait for some people to jump on. I'm actually going live from my computer, so I'm really hoping that I can see your comments. If not, I will have to answer them after my live streaming. But I'm just gonna wait 1 to 2 minutes for people to get on. If you guys are watching me on Instagram, I actually put up my camera here. Let me see if I can fix it. For my Instagram peeps to join me on my live training. Hopefully my camera will participate. I have it on a tripod up here, so you guys will see at the top of my head. Cool. Oh, good. I see Renee. Hopefully I can see I think I should be able to see your comments if you guys post them. So let me give you guys a little introduction, and then I'm going to dive right into it. My goal is to not take up a lot of your time. Hopefully this training will only take about 20 to 30 minutes max. Let me get my other camera set up here. Let me see a few more people jumping on. You guys can see my doggy right there hanging out. That's my bodes. Okay, so what I'm going to be going over with you guys are my 8 holiday health hacks to avoid weight gain. So I've composed this list. So if you're in my Facebook group, you guys should have hopefully been able to download the PDF. If not, I can post it later. And it's just a list of the 8 tips that I'm going to share with you guys and go into a little more detail on them. And you guys can interact. I encourage you to make comments on the post. I can comment back. If I don't have time to comment before I am done with my live, then what I can do is I can always post back. Sorry for my arm in your face. I'm just trying to fix my other camera here. I have like 2 things going on, technology. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys are my 8 holiday health hacks to avoid weight gain during the holidays. Now I want to share with you guys a little bit about my background. So if you don't know me, my name's Kelly Scott, and I have been an online health and fitness coach for, let's just say, the year 2011. It's actually been a really long time. Before that, and even during that, I've been a personal trainer, a group exercise instructor. I owned Empower Fit Boot Camp. So that's an outdoor boot camp. And I actually just closed it a few weeks ago. So I could really focus more of my time and energy on my live fit or my online fitness. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. The reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because I have experienced so much struggle in the past when it comes to my health and fitness during the holiday time. I can't even tell you how many times I've had Thanksgiving dinners or Christmas dinners where I'm just so full, I can't even move, like to the point of like I'm unbuttoning my pants. It's just not a good thing. And I think about this every year. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I so stuffed with food where I have a food coma for, a day into the next day, and then even just add on these unwanted pounds that are really hard to get rid of after the holidays. So into the new year, it's even harder to get rid of the weight that you gain during the holiday season because most of the weight is from sugar, heavy foods, alcohol, all the things that we like to indulge in. So how is it that we can still enjoy the holiday season without just completely letting our health go to the wayside? So that's what I want to share with you guys. And these tips that I'm going to share with you, I want to let you know now, they're not rocket science. They're things that you might already practice, but sometimes common sense is not common practice. And one of my favorite mentors, Brendan Burchard, says that a lot. So sometimes we need to be reminded of these simple things that we can do that we can just incorporate during the holiday season and beyond. All right, so let's dive in. And if you guys have any comments, you can comment on Instagram. If you're watching this, I will have to comment after because I'm right here on my Facebook page. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you guys is don't give up on exercise. Okay, a lot of times we know how busy the holidays are, right? It gets so busy. There's so much stuff going on. And the first thing that we often let go by the wayside is our fitness because we don't have time for it. We don't have time for exercise. It's so busy during this time of the year. But a lot of it is really that mindset that we have. Are we allowing ourselves to get in, even if it's 15 to 20 minutes of working out? So I like to keep it simple. I recommend 15 to 20 minutes. You don't have to go to the gym unless you want to. I know a lot of the times people struggle with time. So going to the gym can be a pretty big time suck. So if you don't have time, then maybe you're finding something that you can do at home that's 15 to 20 minutes long. That's all you need to burn some calories. You don't need a workout that's an hour long if you're short on time. So I would much rather have you do a short workout that's intense than, skipping it altogether. So don't overcomplicate your fitness. Just always think about what is something simple that I can do right now. And even if you're like, I don't even have time to look at a program, cool. Then maybe you're going to do, 20 jumping jacks, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and you're going to repeat that 3 times. You just did something. You got your metabolism going. And that's what's important during this time of the year. We want to get our metabolism going. So you can use online programs. I love my Beachbody On Demand because there are programs in there that range anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes, depending upon what you have time for. There's yoga, there's stretching in there. So there's so many different things that you can choose from. And you can access it right from your computer screen, from your streaming TV, from an app on your phone. So if you guys want more details on Beachbody On Demand, just let me know because I can send you guys a free trial, a free 14-day trial to check it out. But just do something simple. My biggest tip here is to keep it simple and don't give up on your fitness. Okay, don't say I don't have time. 10, 15, 20 minutes is better than nothing. Cool? All right, guys. And again, you guys feel free to comment if you have any questions because I can get back to you or comment later. Hopefully I can see your comments coming through. I can see who's on the training. Okay, number 2. This is one of the things that I really sucked at and still struggle with, but it's practicing mindful eating. So a lot of times, right, we're at social events. You guys know what it's like when you're at a social event, you're talking. It's so easy to just forget, you're mindlessly eating, right? You're eating, you're just constantly talking. And before you know it, you're like, God, why am I so full? It's because you're mindlessly eating. So we want to try to avoid that. So just some tips, listen to your body. If you are so full and you're to that point where you're like, gosh, I really need to stop eating, but it's so good, I'm going to keep eating. That's not mindful eating. Listen to your body. If you're full, stop. I tend to overindulge in appetizers and snacks and things like that. So then literally by the time I get to dinner, I am so full. I don't even want to eat. So what I've been doing is I've been being more mindful on my snacking before dinner. And then if I'm really full, I will just skip all the carbs. I'll just go for the veggies and the protein because I've already eaten a ton of carbs and probably drinking them. And that's why I'm stuffed, because I've been on the couch with my pants unbuttoned, total food coma from my meal that has just been, that's just wreaked havoc on my body. On the flip side, also listen to your body when it's telling you that you're hungry, right? So if your stomach's growling, you're low on energy, make sure that you're eating. Listen to your body. Always practice eating whole foods. And if you have a sweet tooth like I do, I don't know if you guys know this, but peppermint is actually an appetite suppressant. So peppermint tea, having a piece of gum, sucking on a mint, that actually suppresses appetite. So maybe try that or drink a big old glass of water and you're probably going to be too full to even eat that snack, especially late at night. A lot of times it's just our mind saying, oh, I want something to snack on if you're watching TV. So you just have to make sure that you are mindful with that and fight that craving. I also love to incorporate, look at that, my superfood shake. Sorry, I'm hungry. Superfood shake, Shakeology is what I drink. And one of the things that I absolutely love about it is it helps reduce cravings. So I always make sure that I drink my shake before I go to a holiday dinner because it's going to help it's going to help with my cravings. It has digestive enzymes and it helps keep me full. Okay. So those are some tips with practicing mindful eating. What are some things that you guys do? Comment in the comment section, type in, tell me some tricks that you guys have for mindful eating, because there's some things that might work for you that I don't have on this list because I'm just kind of going into it pretty quickly. I will deep dive into this list even more over the weeks to come and give you guys even more tips. But if anything works for you, I would love to see you guys throw it in the comments so we can all benefit from it. Okay, tip number 3. Here we go. Never leave the house hungry. How many times you guys leave the house hungry, like you're in like a hurry and you're like, oh crap, I don't have time to eat, I'm just gonna go. What is going to happen? You're gonna make bad choices. You're gonna go out to eat, you're gonna grab fast food, you're gonna do something that isn't that healthy for you because you're not practicing mindful eating. You're probably gonna be hungry. So what I do is I have a snack in my bag. I try to throw something in for like a healthy meal. Yeah, Sonia says she likes to have a healthy meal before she heads out somewhere, even if she goes to an event, bring her own plate of veggies. That is a fabulous idea. I love that. Yeah, if you're going to go somewhere, that's actually not even on my tips, but that's a great idea. If you're going to go to a party, bring something that you know that you'll eat. So like a plate of veggies, you know, or something healthier that you know will be an option for you to have snack on. But as far as leaving the house hungry, so will help you with not making bad choices is ladies, throw snacks in your bag. Okay. One of my favorite snacks is beach bars. So it's basically just a bar. And I love it because it's not filled with processed sugar. There's not a lot of crap in it. And it's super simple. You just throw it in your bag. Guys, you can throw, you know, something in your car that doesn't melt. Maybe you have a man bag you can throw stuff in. Almonds are a great option, but just a handful. A whole bag of almonds is actually not good for you to eat too many. You only need a handful of almonds, an apple, something like that to help tie you over so you're not ravenous. Your blood sugar doesn't drop, because when your blood sugar drops, you're going to make bad decisions and you're going to want to crave that carb or, you know, something that's not going to be nutritious and fill you up. Have you ever realized, or have you ever noticed this, when you are super hungry and like you start off your day on the wrong foot and maybe you don't eat all day long, you set up yourself for bad choices? Like all you're doing is craving bad food and nothing will satisfy that craving. That's because you've deprived yourself of nutrients. So definitely avoid that, especially in the morning. Okay. Never leave the house hungry. All right. So far we reviewed, don't give up on exercise, practice mindful eating, never leave the house hungry. All right. Number 4. Sorry, I keep my phone up here. I have like a camera up on I wish you guys can see it. I have a camera up on my computer here for Instagram and it keeps like turning in. So that's why I keep pushing it out. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with my tripod. Okay. So number 4, follow a meal makeover recipe. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite tip. You guys, I have found so many amazing holiday meal makeover recipes online. Like my family loves this one we do because I'm gluten-free. And so a lot of times they ask us to bring the stuffing because, you know, I can't eat the bread stuffing. So we found a cornbread stuffing, a gluten-free cornbread stuffing, and it's so good. My family's like, oh my gosh, this is delicious. And it's literally, I think we looked, it was like 300 calories less than the regular serving. And I got it from Cooking Light. CookingLight.com and Skinny Taste are 2 of my favorite places to go. They usually have some really good meal makeover recipes that are actually really delicious, so you don't lose any of the flavoring. And the other, if you guys are a Beachbody member, is the Fix8 Cooking Show. They actually have a ton of, you go to the Beachbody blog too, they have a ton of recipes that are for the holidays. I think one of our cookbooks, the Fix8 Cookbook Volume 2, actually has a whole section on Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, different holiday meals that you can have that are healthier. So you don't have to sacrifice taste in order to eat healthy. So many people think that. And if you have people in your family that think that, don't tell them that it's healthy. Just cook it. And then you can tell them after, because they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Where'd you get the recipe? And you'll be like, that is a healthy recipe. And I just saved you 500 calories and here you go. It's super simple. A lot of times it's like cutting out the butter, the oils, the creams and things like that, and just not using them, but cutting back on them. Okay, so meal makeover recipe will save your life, telling you. So Cooking Light, Skinny Taste, and the Fix8 Cooking Show on the Beachbody On Demand or the Fix8 Cookbook are the things that I recommend. Are there any recipes that you guys love that you found that work good for you? Drop it in the comment section below and let us know. There's so many different things, and especially like appetizers. A lot of times I'm asked to bring appetizers to parties and I'm like, sweet, I will bring something that's super yummy and healthy so I can eat it and I don't have to be over full and stuffed. And I usually try to get like some kind of an appetizer that's not loaded with carbs. All right, number 5, you guys know this, drink lots of water. This is common sense, but like I said, common sense is not always common practice, unfortunately. My favorite mentor, Brendon Burchard, says it all the time. Okay, drinking lots of water actually helps also suppress appetite, which is why I said if you're craving that late night snack, is to drink a big old glass of water. Okay, drinking, how many of you, give me a thumbs up or a heart, how many of you actually drink or think you drink half of your body weight in ounces? How many? Do you track your water? If you don't, it's really important to start doing that. Okay, so what I do is I have a water bottle. I have several of them, but I typically use my bigger one when I'm not at my house because it's 32 ounces. This one I know is 22 ounces. So I know how many times I need to fill this up. So it's super simple. So what you do is you get out a calculator. Okay, you put in your body weight. I'm going to put in 130 divided by 2. That's 65. So I need to drink 65 ounces of water. So how many of those water bottles do I need to drink? Divide that by 22, 2.9. So let's say I need to drink 3 of these. 3 of these a day. That's a piece of cake for me because I'm used to drinking water. If I have a 32 ounce water bottle, I only have to fill that puppy up twice, but I typically try to fill it up 3 times. So if you are like, oh my gosh, that's so much water, believe me, your body will adjust. So if you're not used to drinking that amount of water, just start slowly adding it in. I had one of my clients who's twice my size. He's a man, and he drinks 1 of these. I'm like, oh my gosh, Dom, you're dehydrating yourself. And he had such a bad habit with snacking and overeating. And I'm like, it's because you're dehydrated. You need to drink more. So I said, just start with adding 1 more bottle. And then he did that. And I said, okay, now you're used to that. Add another bottle. And now he's up to, I think, drinking 4 of those bottles. So half of your body weight in ounces is really important. Helps keep you full. It helps with your body. Your body functions better when it's hydrated. It helps with brain health. It helps with weight loss. Okay, so carry that water bottle around with you. Okay, so wherever you are, I mean, yes, you can buy like the plastic water bottles, but I'm all about trying to save the earth and not drink out of plastic. So if you have one that you can fill up, it's going to save you money. But if you're at the store and you're like, crap, I forgot my water, just buy a bottle. Okay, it's not hard to come by. All right, number 6, get enough sleep. How many of you, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, drop it in the comments section below. How many of you get a minimum of 6 hours of sleep a night on a regular basis? I used to not. I used to get 6-ish. Sometimes it was like 5.5. In those days, especially the days I had my outdoor boot camp, oh my gosh, I was so sleep deprived. I had no energy. And then on top of that, what I found that I was doing is I was making bad food choices. So sleep is directly related to how your body functions. And there's studies that say if you don't sleep and you're sleep deprived, you're going to gain weight. A lot of the obesity epidemic, especially in the US, is linked to people not getting enough sleep. So if you're not sleeping enough, your hormones in your body aren't going to properly function. And you're just going to be less motivated to do anything. If you're tired, are you going to want to work out? You're going to be sluggish. You're not going to feel like you want to do anything, right? So we have to get enough sleep for our body to function. That is really important. So a minimum of 6. I recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So if, the holiday time, things get busy. If you don't get in that 6 hours and you have time for like a power nap, 20-minute power naps are great. You don't want to go any longer than 20 minutes because it puts your body back in what's called sleep inertia, and it can actually make you more tired if you sleep longer than 20 minutes. So if you're a napper, I'm not. I can't nap. I've tried. But if you are, get in a 20-minute nap if you don't get enough sleep. So try to aim for 7. And yes, you can even make up for it on the weekend. Sleep in. But did you also know that oversleeping can make you tired too? So try not to get like 10, 15 hours of sleep. Set an alarm. So on the weekends, I'm so used to getting up early that like my husband and I don't sleep in past 6:30 typically. The other day I slept until like 7 and I was like, yes, I slept in. That usually never happens. So set an alarm if you know that you typically tend to like sleep in way into like the morning on the weekends, and like maybe give yourself a bonus 8-9 hours of sleep, but try to set an alarm, because if you oversleep, it can have the same effect. You can be tired and sleepy by having too much sleep as well. Okay, number 7, take an after dinner walk. All right, so this is a good practice just in general, not just only on the holidays. Okay, but taking a walk after you eat actually helps rev up your metabolism. You're gonna burn a few of those extra calories that you consume, and actually it aids in digestion. Have you guys ever noticed when you're like super full? Like, I think I did this last Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was in Temecula with my friends Anna and Vito, and they love wine. I mean, we were also in the wine region, so there you go. And I was so full. And it wasn't really it was from like drinking and water and just all day long fun. And so I took a walk, and this was even before dinner. And oh my gosh, I felt so much better. And it was just like a 15-minute walk. And it's because you're getting your body to digest faster. Okay, so whether it's after dinner is a great time to walk, especially you have a big dinner, but even just going on a walk, like while you're hanging out with the family, it ties into my last tip, is something that's important. Okay, so making sure that you guys are walking and being active, because that's gonna help boost your metabolism, get your body digesting that food. All right, you guys ready for my last tip? Coming at you. Last tip. This is a fun one. Super simple. Be more active with your friends and family. So I have 2 different sets of family on Kevin's side, and then on my side, we just have my family. And it's kind of funny because we're literally polar opposite. So my family is super like game oriented. They just want to play games all the time. Kevin's family is a little bit more sedentary. We sit around, we talk, we don't do as much activity. There's like no happy medium with my family. It's crazy. So what I would suggest is, we sit around at all family and friends' houses when we get together, but how can you get people to get up and move and be more active? And like, think about all the amount of time that you're sitting and eating and sitting and eating. It's horrible. Play a game. If you have video games, maybe you're going to play those action games. There's so many action games now, like the guitar, the dancing, have a fun competition with your family and friends and play a video game that actually gets you to move. Another thing that you can do is play an active game. So one that comes to mind, because my family loves it, is Pictionary. Pictionary, you get up, you got to draw, right? You're moving. Oh, yeah, Pictionary is like the one like you do, like it's charades where you're actually like acting stuff out. There's also another game. Oh my gosh, what am I? Oh, Gestures. If you guys haven't, it's super cheap to buy. It's like a little, those director thingies that, I don't know what they're called, ready, action, boom, those director things. It's like charades. You line up a set of cards, and you have like 4 cards you have to line up, and you have to act everything out before your card drops, and you pull it and you go to the next one. It's super fun for like a family gathering, and like you're like sweating by the end of the time that you're playing that game. So those are things that are fun that you can do to be more active with your family. Also, doing things like bike rides and walks if it's in the middle of the day. Okay, so let's review those 8 tips. Okay, so 8 tips. Number 1, don't give up on exercise. Number 2, practice mindful eating. Number 3, never leave the house hungry. Number 4, follow a meal makeover recipe. Number 5, drink lots of water. Number 6, get enough sleep. Number 7, take an after dinner walk. And number 8, be more active with your friends and family. So I hope those tips have helped you guys just spark some ideas of what you can do during the holiday season. And what I'm going to be doing, because you guys are in my Facebook group, if you're not in my Facebook group and you're watching this on Instagram, what you need to do is you need to go over to my profile. You need to click on my bio, the link in my bio, and that first, I have a link tree in there. The first button is to get into my private Facebook group called The Choice Life. If you guys are in my private Facebook group and you're already here watching this on Facebook, you guys are good to go, because I'm going to be dropping different tips over the course of the next few weeks into the new year. And what I'm going to be doing is going more deep diving into these tips, sharing some recipes, sharing some maybe like links to some of those games, things like that. Also make sure that you guys signed up on my email list. because that's where you're going to be getting a lot more tips. So if you signed up and you got the email and the download, you got the reminder, you're on my email list for this. If not, message me your email and I'll add you to it, or I can send you the link to get into it. Because what I'm going to be doing is sending you guys a lot more details. I'm going to drop some of the information in my Facebook group as well, but you're going to get a lot more details in your email. So my goal is to send you guys out a few tips a week. And I would love to know what else is it that you guys struggle with, because I can customize this training to help keep you guys accountable through the rest of the year. And then hopefully as you practice these tips, you will carry them through into the new year. Okay. If you guys want to set up a personalized call with me, I offer those to all of my prospects, new clients, current customers, and coaches. They're about 15 to 20 minutes. We can talk about the things that you're struggling with. If you need ideas on exercise, that's where I can help you. I can help you with online fitness that you can do anywhere, whether it's at the gym or it's at your home. It doesn't matter. You just have easy access to it. If you're interested in some snack ideas for the holidays, a cleanse, I mean, there's so much stuff that I can help you guys with. A superfood shake that I'm drinking right now to help with your cravings. Just let me know and I can send you guys some details. I'm here to help in whatever way that I can. And I really appreciate you guys jumping on this live training, or if you're watching this playback, thank you for watching the playback. I hope these tips helped you. I can't wait to read the comments and hear more about what you guys have to say. Don't be shy, comment, and I will definitely answer every single question that you guys ask and read all the tips that you share as well too. All right, guys, thanks you so much for jumping on to my live training, and I can't wait to do this again. And if you know anyone that wants to be in this group, feel free to add them. Just send them the link and I'll accept their membership and they can be in here. It's a free Facebook community. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye-bye.